Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anna Dziadkiewicz and I represent our marketing department at the Faculty of Management at the University of Gdansk. Today, I would like to introduce you to the subject of well-being tourism, which has become increasingly important and popular in recent years. This is due to the fact that consumer habits are changing in general, but also those concerning tourism. But we are also increasingly confronted with events that have a negative impact of our health and our lives. Therefore, people are increasingly looking for new ways to rest, relax, and live a healthy lifestyle, including sustainable tourism, of which wellbeing tourism is one branch. It is worth noting that this topic emerged as a result of my research work on the implementation of wellbeing tourism in the South Baltic area. The South Baltic includes coastal regions in Poland, Lithuania, Denmark, Sweden, and Germany. In these countries, we are implementing our project whose acronym is SBWell. It is about awareness rising in the tourism industry about well-being tourism. The project leader is Linnaeus University in Sweden. In addition to Sweden and Poland, universities and local governments and tourism organizations from Lithuania, Germany, and Denmark are also participating in the project. I would like to begin by outlining the agenda of my presentation. I'm going to start by discussing the trends in tourism in the 21st century with a focus on sustainable tourism essence and values of well-being tourism. I will also try to show the difference between well-being and wellness. I will then characterize the target groups that we have identified in the project. I will show you how they differ from each other and how to find yourself in these descriptions as a tourist who is looking for a well-being offer in the summer season and beyond. Finally, I will try to answer what is the role of well-being tourism nowadays and how it should be viewed. Global tourism experienced a 4% upturn in 2021 compared to 2020. However, international tourist arrivals, overnight visitors, were still 72% below the pre-pandemic year of 2019, according to preliminary estimates by United Nations World Tourism Organization. WTO Tourism Survey indicates that the easing of travel restrictions has contributed to the release of tourism demand. While international tourism bounces back, domestic tourism continues to drive recovery of the sector in an increasing number of destinations, particularly those with large domestic markets. According to experts, domestic tourism and travel close to home, as well as open-air activities, nature-based products, and rural tourism are among the major travel trends that will continue shaping tourism in 2022. More than 50% of tourists declare that an important factor in choosing their residence is the impact on the environment, and 56% of tourists choose environmentally friendly places to stay. So there is clearly a change in attitude towards travel and a shift towards sustainable tourism. What is more, according to the WTO, tourism today takes full account of its current and future economic, social, and environmental impacts, responding to the needs of visitors, industry, the environment, and host communities. So we can speak of growing trend towards sustainable tourism. Wellbeing tourism is defined as a sustainable tourism that supports harmony and balance of body, mind, and soul for guests and hosts. Increased well-being for both people and the environment and society affects the whole planet. The mindset and demand of travelers is changing. There is an increasing awareness of sustainability and the negative effect tourism can have on both environment and local societies. Travelers are seeking to increase the personal well-being in order to reduce stress, boost health and life quality, bring joy and connect to the inner self and to others. Well-being may be described as a comprehensive state of balance and harmony. It implies connection, collaboration, and co-creation for the greater good through values such as economic, environmental, and social aspects, and with involvement and respect for body, mind, and soul. Wellbeing tourism implicates an intention to do good, to have a positive impact on people, guests, and hosts, on the surroundings, on the planet, in the present, and in the future. Some people equate well-being with wellness, yet the two terms are not the same. The word wellness is a combination of two English words, well-being and fitness. Wellness tourism is traveling to places where you can improve your health and well-being through, among other things, physical activity, spa treatments, and unconventional medicine. As wellness tourism is aimed at a different group of tourists, we excluded it from our further research. Before I tell you how we identified the target groups in our project, it's worth starting with why we did it. So in order to able to reach customers with a tourism offer and effectively promote our business, we had to first segment the entire market. In this market, there are tourists of different ages, with different needs and wants, with different budgets and profiles, sometimes singles, sometimes families with young children, sometimes seniors. They speak different languages and have very different priorities and preferences. It is proved that when businesses want to please a large group of recipients, they do not meet market expectations. So the purpose of the segmentation was to identify and describe relatively homogeneous customer groups for whom the tourism company may direct its offers, services, and products. Later, entrepreneurs need to make further business decisions on how many and which segments they want to and can focus on. Today's customers are becoming more and more demanding, and this also requires marketers to find the right ways to reach these groups and support businesses in preparing customized offers. Having in mind the essential criteria for well-being tourism, a strong emphasis on sustainability and integral health, there are three main target groups: peace of minds, curious explorers, and sustainable idealists. Those are the people who want to know that the money they spend on a visit destination contribute to a sustainable development and care for people's well-being. What is unique about all of these groups is that they make their choices based on their values rather than a place or the price. Peace of minds. Tourists belonging to this group are focused on their inner self and like calm, slow, and relaxing activities. Therefore, they choose yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi for their daily life instead of competing in triathlons, climbing Mount Everest, or participating in Ironman competitions. In well-being tourism, they will be looking for ways to truly slow the pace of every life, relax and real well-being. The aim of their holidays is to find the harmony and balance. As you can imagine, light physical activities or mental non-activities like meditation, yoga, are the examples of the activities suited the best for this group. Another group worth mentioning are curious explorers. They often travel in groups wanting to discover and explore new places. They are much more likely to choose unknown, compelling places outside the city than a popular city break. Therefore, instead of going to famous restaurants known in guidebooks, they will choose small venues, they will observe local communities, and they will want to live like local people when they are on vacation. The last of our three main groups of well-being tourism are sustainable idealists. They experience authentic local life, prefer less crowded destinations, looking for inspiration of green solutions. It won't be so much the price that matters to them, but the quality, where the products come from, whether they are local, fair trade, sustainably grown, etc. The composition of the products will be very important for them. And finally, I would like to point out that the pandemic has shown that slow tourism is becoming increasingly popular. It is influenced by the growing awareness of taking care of the planet, but also of one's own well-being. There are more and more publications and scientific studies on the salutary influence of being in nature and positive experiences through interaction with other people on Earth. Tourism provides all this. According GWI, formerly Global Web Index, a collective growing awareness, a subset of more educated and affluent consumers that their choice convey meaning, purpose, and impact beyond their own personal gratification may be the driving force behind changing the world for the better. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.